What's up, everyone? Let's discuss this, guys. What is happening with Crystal Palace Football Club? Once again, we are back discussing the same thing every single time. This is happening constantly, guys. Now, the title of this video is Crystal Palace are in crisis. And it is so true, guys. Right about now, I just do not know what is happening with this team. So, whenever I uploaded the last video, which was Sunday, on Sunday we discussed what is the problem with Crystal Palace, and now we're discussing what is, I don't even know, guys, where to start, because there has been loads of breaking news this past 4 hours or so all to do with Crystal Palace Football Club. I generally cannot believe this, guys. Crystal Palace Football Club are currently in a crisis, and I just cannot believe it, guys. So we're not doing Premier League preview today because there's been some breaking news and we need to get it out there, guys. So basically what has happened today is Marc Guéhi has left the club. Oliver Glasner announced in his press conference today that Marc Guéhi has departed from the club. Well, he didn't say departed from the club, but what I've gathered is that he has left the club, guys. Basically, Marc Guéhi has left the club. We'll discuss where he is going next. And then he also revealed, which I absolutely do not like what he's done here. Oliver Glasner has also said that he said to the media today that he will be leaving the club in June because he wants a new adventure. That was his exact words, guys. New adventure. Exact words. So the reason why I do not like this at all is because what Glasner is trying to do is, we are in January, guys. January is a big year for the transfer window. Big year. And what Glasner is doing is he is urging players that want to come to Crystal Palace to not come because of what he's basically just said. He's basically just said that, in other words, what he's just said is he doesn't want no one to come to Crystal Palace. He wants his current squad. And the reason why I'm saying I think he's saying that is because Oliver Glasner is a world-class manager. Won us the FA Cup in May the 17th, which is one for the history books. And won us the Community Shield. I don't know what day that was. I've got a funny feeling it was the 10th of August. Not entirely sure. So he done that, guys, and then he created another piece of history, I guess you could say, last weekend, losing to Macclesfield 2-1. It's crazy. But that was in the previous video. If you guys want to have a look right here, it'll be right here, the previous video. So this has really annoyed me. This is that Glasner has told the media that he will not be staying next season, and it's annoyed me particularly because for the likes of Brennan Johnson, who has just joined the club, for instance, he might have wanted to work with Glasner for a long time. And now what has happened is he is leaving the club, Glasner, in June. He's not signing a new contract at all, and is leaving the club. And the issue with this is, guys, is that who are we going to bring in next as a manager? And is he going to be as good as Oliver Glasner? Probably not. Because Oliver Glasner is one of the best Crystal Palace managers I think we've had in a very long time. And a Crystal Palace fan will probably say the same thing as well. He has been one of the best managers in the Premier League. Last season, he was one of the best. He was one of the best. I can tell you that. And all of these players that we want to bring in, for the likes of, I can't remember who what his name is, but we want to bring in a player to potentially replace Mateta, who could potentially be on the move as well to Juventus. I can't remember his name, but he's a forward, which would be ideal, but whether he's good as Mateta is another thing. And who is going to be our replacement for Marc Guéhi? Because we could replace him with JD Convo, which would be ideal, but with JD Convo, he's still only 18 years of age and has only had not a lot of experience in the Premier League this season. He has played a full 90 minutes, I believe, in the Premier League, but not many minutes at all. I just do not know, guys. It's so jarring that this has happened all today, guys. Cause like it's a Friday evening about to be, and this has happened. Like what happens from here is I do not know. So that is breaking news today, guys, which is the reason why this video is called Crystal Palace are in crisis, because we are. And it's just annoying, really, because Oliver Glasner won us the FA Cup, and I'll give you a reason why this could potentially be the reason why Oliver Glasner is going to be leaving the club. Because we lost to Macclesfield last weekend, and we haven't won a game in 9 games, which is also shocking, out of this world that is. And we've got Sunderland coming up tomorrow away from home, which we'll probably get absolutely battered by Sunderland, unless Sunderland just, I don't know. But yeah, so Sunderland tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to at all. And I don't know, guys, because Oliver Glasner basically he's ruined everything to do with Crystal Palace right now. Right about now, sack him. Right about now, sack him, because he's not doing great at the moment anyway. But also, he's told the media today that he's going to be leaving in June. And it's January. January is a big year for Crystal Palace Football Club. Not a big year, big month, sorry. Because this is the time where we get players in and we potentially sell players to bring players in, and the summer is just as important. Really, it's absolutely diabolical what is happening in this football club right now. This football club is an absolute shambles, and something needs to happen immediately, guys. Something has to happen ASAP, guys. ASAP. Honestly, it's so I can't deal with this football club no more. Actually can't. It's like, who expected Fabrizio Romano to be tweeting out on Twitter and posting on TikTok about Crystal Palace today? Who expected that? No one expected it, because no one thought that there was going to be any news today. But yet again, there's within the last 4 hours, there's been like 5 pieces of massive news to do with Crystal Palace Football Club. Guys, it's so annoying, guys, but I have just had to come on here and say my say and my thoughts on this. I'm glad that we have sold Marc Guéhi, particularly because within the last 2 months or so, he has not been playing well at all. And I mean, I wish him all the best in the future at Manchester City. Probably win a couple of trophies, maybe even, I don't know, he'll probably become, I don't know, he'll probably win the FA Cup with Manchester City and win the Carabao Cup with Manchester City. That's 2 trophies within the past, I don't know how many months that he's been there. Well, that he is going to be there. Glad that we sold him, because it gives us more money for when we want to buy players, which I don't know when will be, but gives us more money. And yeah, right about now, I'm saying for tomorrow's game, it's going to be a really tough game to watch, 100%. But I reckon Sunderland 1, Crystal Palace 1. I reckon it'll be a draw. I don't think either team will win. Even on I just said we'll probably get absolutely battered, but we could, or we could just potentially just draw, which I don't want to draw necessarily because I want to win, but we just never know. Never know. But anyway, guys, that is that for today's video. Short video, but it is worth getting out there, guys. Crystal Palace are in a crisis. Alright, everybody, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video in a bit, guys.